What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to review my YouTube portfolio in detail, and we're going to go over a few stocks that I'm watching for next week, especially with the September rate cuts coming within 2 weeks. Looking at it, we're at 140,000 now, approaching 150K, year to date up 16%. When you compare this against the S&P 500, 16%, 0.32 I'm up, versus S&P 500 is up 11% on the year. Now, we're not doing active day trading in this YouTube portfolio. My big movers really are Tesla, BABA, and HD. Let's get into it. So we have made some changes in the allocations of what we're doing. The holdings still remain the same, but with FSPGX currently, I am only adding $50 every single Monday, which is $200 a month. And then I'm moving more money to cash. So I'm still moving about $700 to $800 every single week into this cash position because I believe that we're going to get a pullback, and I'll break it down for you on the charts. My big leaders is FSPGX, where you can see 16,400 right here, about almost $17,000. It is doing very well, up 26%. Alibaba's up 48%. Should have added more. We only added a little bit more when it was down to $100 per share. But we're trying to maintain a 2% allocation in Alibaba, so I didn't really go overboard with it. Google is my big stock. You guys that follow my YouTube portfolio, I'm at 12.52%. We are up 46% on this, over $5,600. Google is starting to explode. I've been calling this out since April, so I'm very happy about that. Home Depot starting to move as well. Consumer ETFs are moving, so this is excellent to see. Cost base is 370, up 13%. Microsoft pulling back. I'm going to be adding to this when we get to about $450 per share. We will go over that as well. And Tesla, I think, is ready for a breakout. It's up 60%, $3,000. You look at the total here, $29,440. We are up all unrealized gains. We're not selling. We're only going to continue to add, and we're looking to add more stocks to the portfolio. Let's take a quick peek at Microsoft. I'm going to show you where I am adding on this. When you look at Microsoft on the 5-year chart, it's very clear that we are trading within these trend lines. You have a trend line here, and one right there. As you see, we are trading all the way up at the highs at 554. I'm waiting for a more realistic pullback. I like that we're below 500. I want to see a pullback deep into 450 to 460 range, which is a 17 to 18% pullback. That is where I will start to make my entries. Now, it's definitely not going to be a straight line down, most likely. So we're going to be patient, probably consolidate around this 500, and then I need a rejection around this 450 level is where I will start making my entry into Microsoft. That is where I am interested. UNH stock, I've been calling this out on my WAP. If you haven't become a member yet, definitely check it out. We have a bunch of investors in there, and everybody's always discussing the levels. It's very good, and I think you'll enjoy it. Right now, UNH is having resistance at this 315 level. It lines up beautifully. You have multiple touch points. Once we trade above this 315, we will now be trading in this zone from 315 to 330, looking for that move up. Right now, it is bullish. You had that push up. So what we need to do is see is UNH going to get above the 317 and then start moving up towards here. We called this out a week ago. We made some good money. We're up 35,000 on UNH day trading to date. So that's what we're looking for. If we can hold 315, we're going to push higher is the next level I want. Google stock is trading into the abyss right now. It's going to the moon. I just want to show you real quick. When you look at Google, here is the moon, and it is pretty much there right now. When you look at the 5-year chart, Google is exploding, and this is excellent. Don't be one of those retail investors that is buying at the highs at 235. Look at the RSI, 70 on the RSI. Be cautious. Wait for pullbacks. When you look at the long-term trend, we were saying call this out around 140 when it was selling off. Look at the 1-year chart. It was at 140, going like this. Now it's blasted off to the moon. If you're going to look for pullbacks, just be patient. Don't buy yet. Wait till we pull back to at least 200, 205, 206. Right now the move is done. We're at 84 on the RSI. Look at the 1 year, 84 on the RSI. It's overbought at this point. I'm holding shares. I'm not selling, but I would understand if you were to chip and take some dollars off of the table. I think that is important to think about. Also looking at Tesla. Tesla stock is potentially going to be trading against this resistance zone at 368. And that is something that I am very interested in. I want to see, are we going to break above 350, hold 350? It's been rejected multiple times, which I could see being very nerve-wracking for people. This has been the rejection point. So watch that level. Let's see if it can. It is on an uptrend. So if it breaks 350, we're moving up to 365. Another stock that I really think that you should be paying attention to is Lululemon. This company year to date was $432 per share. Now it is pulled back to $163. It's a 61% discount right now. Looking at the 5-year chart, this stock has seen the best of it. And when you look on the 5-year chart, you have a clear head and shoulders. Looking right here. Here is your left shoulder, here's your head, and here's your right shoulder. And now we are selling off. But what we're running into here is potential support around $150 per share. I'm definitely interested in potentially taking a long position in Lululemon. It seems very oversold at this point. And now we've had these multiple bear flags that have formed, which you can see right here. There was a bear flag and it has sold off around that $250 level. And it always cracks me up. You always have all these YouTubers and you have everybody saying, this is the entry, this is the entry, and they're calling it about 100 points above. You can just tell some people have no idea what they're talking about. Just definitely be cautious here. You have to follow stop losses. You can't just listen to any YouTuber, even myself, and say this is the entry. But it is clear that you have multiple sell-offs. And with these multiple sell-offs, this stock is struggling and the news is against you. And when people go long on these types of stocks, you are looking for some source of support. You have to go back to the max chart to 2018 to find a level that actually held, which was around here, this zone of 160 down to $120 per share. So we still have potentially a ways to go when it comes to this stock. Continue to watch it. I would not be surprised if we start getting some coverage and then we start moving up from the shorts around this $163 level. Let's see if it goes lower. Guys, if you made it this far in the video, please hit that thumbs up button, share this video. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. The members, definitely check out the members only videos where this video was for the last 3 weeks. If you want to get these videos in real time, you have to join and become a member. And thank you so much for supporting the channel.